One more word about our Christmas boxes. You know, I didn't hear this till this morning. Jay, I don't know if you care anything at all about this or not, but I've been excited. I heard on Way Radio, Gary keeps that blasting out in her van every time you get in. You have to try to turn it down before I crank the car. It'll scare me to death. So you need to write this down and don't forget it. This, if I understand it correctly, in our area this week, maybe even right now, you can go to McDonald's, and do you know what they have at McDonald's now?
It's on Tuesday, starts on Tuesday.
Adult.
Starts on Tuesday.
Starts on Tuesday. Adult Happy Meals.
Yes.
Adult Happy Meals. Now, I don't know what kind of toy it's going to have. That's, you know, we do put our McDonald's, our Happy Meal toys in our Christmas boxes. So, I don't know.
Happy old,
Hamburger and Ronald McDonald's.
We want them
the
all.
French fryer and
We
oh
want them
man.
all.
So
Hamburger.
they didn't have all of our money before, they don't have it now, I guess. Go and get you a Happy Meal. If you're not happy, you know, you're already happy, forget about it. When I was pastor at the Woolly Springs Baptist Church, took me a long time to get used to saying that. Woolly. I'm a pastor at Woolly. I'm over at Woolly. Where you at? Where you pastor at? I'm at Woolly. Okay. Woolly Springs. They're near Ardmore. And I was there 10 years. The whole time I was there, I did children's services like this. I did it every Sunday night. We always had like 2 rows full of kids. That just, what we had. And that was when Grace was a little girl. Jonathan then came along, and he sat on the front row too, but we'd have 25 or 30 kids. And boy, they were really sharp too. They were always trying to figure out how I did everything that I did. And they were. But I started during my time there, I had a theme song. Now, when later on I went to the Concord Baptist Church, which is just another church in the same association, there was a young man there who did the children's message. He had been doing it for years before I came there, so I just relinquished it entirely to him, and I never regretted a minute of it because it was like, boy, it was just wonderful. He was wonderful. He actually came and spoke to our church once a number of years ago, but he's gone home to be with the Lord. He's with Jesus now. But he would come to the front there at Concord and have all the kids sit around him on the floor, on the steps. And he had the most wonderful lessons. And I miss him, and I get to communicate through Facebook to his wife occasionally and get to see his kids are growing up. But my theme song at Woolly Springs was one of my favorite choruses at that time. It's called Let's Talk About Jesus. I'm going to be talking in my message today about music and how about our music ministry here and what Christians do with music and what music does for us. And music has always been used, that God gave us music so that we could use it to talk about Jesus. I want to teach you this song, and I don't know if I'll pick it up as a theme, but I don't even know if you've ever heard me sing it. But what it is a whole string of Bible themes about Jesus that are woven into the song. Let's talk about Jesus, the King of Kings is He, the Lord of Lords supreme throughout eternity. The great I am, the way, the truth, the life, the door. Let's talk about Jesus more and more. Well, all 30 of those kids, 25 or 30, learned how to sing that song. As a matter of fact, they invited me to come back a few years ago to homecoming, and they asked me if I would do a children's service while I was there. And I took my guitar, and when I started singing that, my heart was filled and my eyes filled with tears. There were lots of adult mommies and daddies who were there serving the Lord at Woolly Springs, and they joined in singing that song. Let me do it one more time because that's what I'd like to do, and that's what I try to do everywhere I go, and I know that many people here do. Sometimes do you know the Lord? Do you know Jesus? Well, let's talk about Jesus. We ought to talk about him more and more. Let's talk about Jesus, the King of Kings is he, the Lord of Lords supreme throughout eternity. The great I am, the way, the truth, the life, the door. Let's talk about Jesus more and more. When you come here to the nursery or to Sunday school or to Vacation Bible School, when you come here to our church, you're going to hear people around here talking about Jesus. And it's very important to listen to what they're saying because you need to know who Jesus is, okay? All right. Thank you so very much, and thank you for letting me relive a memory, but give you a memory as well. All right. And